Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make what is called a card in a box. And this is a nice cute little card that you can make. It folds down flat so you can send it out by mail. But this is what we're going to be creating today. So I'm going to share with you the instructions. In the description you should be getting a link for these instructions, which basically has the dimensions laid out, but we're going to make one together. I'm just going to do a little bit of decorating just so you can see how it's all done. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a sheet of paper. 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper will work since your dimensions are going to be 7 by 10. But for me, I'm going to do a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I'm going to cut it down to size. You'll need a hot glue or just regular glue to help it set. You're going to need a fold, something to crease your lines with, and some scissors. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I need a 7 by 10 sheet of paper. So I'm going to bring my paper cutter here and I'm going to cut my sheet to 7 by 10. I want this cute little heart design to be on my box. So I'm going to make sure I cut it this way to make sure that it's on there. So I'm going to go 7. I'm going to save this sheet because I'm going to need some of these later on. And then 10. So here we go, by 10. So there is my 7 by 10 sheet of paper. I'm also going to need a couple, which are these guys, these flaps. They are 1 inch by 4.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and use this leftover piece. I think that should be enough. There's 1 inch on my trimmer by 4.5 inches. So I got 4.5. I'm going to need those. I'm going to put them aside. And another one. 4.5. Okay. I've got my two flaps. I'll put this away. I don't need it. I'm going to bring out my 7 by 10 sheet of paper. So I need to score a line. You could use, like I said, your popsicle stick or a bone folder that I have in this case. And you're going to use a score line at 1 1/4 inch, 4 3/4 inches, 6 inches, 9.5 inches. And then at the halfway mark, you're going to do a 3.5 inch line. Or score line, shall I say. So I'll put my instructions here. I'm going to bring out my scoreboard because this just makes it quick and easy. And my first score line is at 1 1/4 inch. So 1 1/4 is right here. Hold my sheet down and make a score line. Okay. The next one is at 4 3/4 inches. So 4.5, 4 3/4 right there. Next line is at 6 inches. So 6 inch line right there. And my last one is at 9.5 inches. So 9.5 right here. And then right where my 6 inch fold is, which is right here, I need to do a 3.5. So here you go. I'm using my finger to kind of help touch because it's hard to see with the texture on the paper. So 3.5 to about right there. Oh, I think I did not. Oh no, that's right. There we go. Okay, put my scoreboard away and my bone folder because, oh, actually, you know what? I should go ahead and do this while I've got this guy here. I need to get the two, where did I put them? 1 inch. And I need to score these. So these need a 1/2 inch on each end. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I've got them here. I'm going to score a 1/2 inch, and I'll just turn it around and score a 1/2 inch. And I'll do this one too, which is a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. Okay, now I'll get rid of this guy. I won't need it or my bone folder anymore. Go ahead, you can fold these down. Okay, now I'm going to turn my paper around because it's easier to see. I need to, you could see the score lines here. I need to cut to the 3.5 inch line. So I'll fold them so you could see what I'm talking about. Much easier to see. So I'm going to cut with my scissors. To the 3.5 inch line for all of these. Right there. And I didn't mark it, but I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Halfway mark. And this flap is just going to get cut off because we need this part for gluing. So I'll just get rid of that. Okay. So here's basically the base of my box. Here we go. This box is a bit narrower than the one I did, but I wanted to make sure that I could do it so it fit an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So this one is a bit smaller and narrower, as you could see, than my original. This one was done with a full 12 by 12, but I wanted to be able to do it with an 8.5 sheet by 11 so you guys can make these at home on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this flap here and hot glue ready. I'm going to glue this down. Okay. Line up the ends. What I like to do is I like to make sure I open and fold. Just make sure everything's working like it needs to. Okay. So now one of these ends I need to fold. And I need to fold these flaps. Now you could do what I did on mine and you could decorate so you don't have any white boxes. It's white in the inside. I wanted to have it decorated on the outside. You could do what I did and decorate the outside. Add some pretty flower paper. Or what you could do is you could get yourself a nice piece of double-sided cardstock that has a design on both sides, and you don't have to worry about decorating the outside. So there's another option for you. So I'm going to put this guy back. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to glue these in. So I'm going to glue it with one flap up and one flap back, just like that. So we're going to glue this guy. And let me go ahead and put glue in here. I'm going to put this down like this. And like that. Oh, my glue, I didn't work fast enough. I'll do one at a time. The glue dried right away. There's one flap, and then here's this one, and another flap. I guess with this box, you could actually just put one flap if you wanted to, because there's enough, but we'll go ahead and do the both. Got my little glue strings here. I'm going to take that off. There we go. I'm going to do the other one. Again, one to the back and one to the front. And I want to kind of line them up so that both the backs and the fronts are at the same place. So I'm going to do this. Put this there. Move it a little bit back more. Give myself a little bit of space there. And this guy. need to re-glue. There we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on that one again. Seems it didn't stick right. Gotta work fast with a hot glue. Now this glue gun, by the way, is a low temperature glue gun. You could set it to high and low temperature. Some of the other high temperature glue guns, the glue is so hot sometimes you can't really touch it without burning yourself. So I like using a low temperature one where I could touch it. It's not too bad, and just kind of do what I need to do real quick. So here is my box. Now what I like to do is I like to open like I did the other ones and make sure that my flaps are going to move nicely. See, some of them got a little bit stuck together there, but this is where I think just one flap might have worked. But I cut two, so I wanted to show you with the two. Now I have these cute little decorations here that I kind of pre-cut. I thought I could put this here. I'll cut it to size. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on real quick, and then I'll cut around it because it's slightly bigger than my box. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down, and I'm gonna turn it around and cut this part right here, right here. Okay, and then I have this other decoration that I thought I would put right here. This almost fits perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple glue dots here and glue this to the back. You can write a little message back here if you wanted to prior to gluing it down. I would recommend that. It would be much easier, but I thought I would put a couple of flowers that I have here that I've made, pre-made, with some leaves. I'm going to glue them to my project. I'll put this right here. Got another little glue dot here. Pretty yellow flower here. Got some leaves. And I love glitter, so I gotta put glitter flowers too. I think I'll put this one right here. There we go. I don't think I'll need that. So I'm gonna get rid of the glue strings. And then I have some pre-cut hearts that I'm going to put in the middle. So these kind of coordinate with my project. So you can see this is a sticker heart, but I don't want the sticker part. So I'm going to put some pretty hearts here. I'm just going to put a little glue on the tip. I'm going to put it inside of the flap. Got to make sure that my box is going to close. Okay, then I'll get another heart and I'll glue it to the back flap just to give a little bit of dimension there. Oops, that stuck to my finger and not the box. Okay, maybe I'll get this guy, put it like this, and then this one right here. See, oh, let me press those down. I'll put one, I can glue it here. I'm just trying to provide some dimension here. When they open it up, it gives a little cute little effect there. See, you've got them all lined up in the rows. Oh, I got some glue there. Let me, I think I'll glue this back here. Maybe I'll another one right there, little blue dot there. I have no rhyme or reason. I just think whatever looks cute to me, hopefully other people will like it too. And maybe I'll put one right here. So some glue there. There we go. If you want, you can put some of your leftover decorated paper and use it to cover these flaps, but you should be able to close this up and just put it in an envelope and mail it out to somebody. You could write a nice little greeting, maybe on the back if you wanted to. But this is just a fun little project. It's called a card in a box. If you check out Pinterest, you could see the way other people have decorated that, you know, here's another one that I did. So it's just a fun, different way. You can add little balloons, you know, for a birthday. You can do so many different things. Tons of ideas out there. So check out Card in a Box on Pinterest. But there is a quick example of how to make your own. I hope you enjoyed my video.